For my fellowship, I spent 3 weeks in Scotland at the University of Aberdeen. I worked with their environmental modeling group and learned how to operate a biogeochemical model by the name of DayCent. DayCent uses land and climate information from specific locations or sites to simulate the exchanges of carbon and nitrogen between the land and the atmosphere in the forms of carbon dioxide or biomass from vegetation growth, for example. Since the model uses land and climate information to drive its operation, you can make changes in the weather or the way that the land is physically managed and use the model to see how certain things change, such as the release of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases, or the health of soil, or the yield of crops. This can make for a valuable tool in understanding land use change or changes in climate. For my master's research, I am studying climate change impacts on Minnesota corn production and environmental consequences. My project uses an indoor growth facility to mimic anticipated changes in climate and study the impact on agricultural ecosystems. Knowing how to operate DayCent for me is a tool I can use to corroborate my research and better understand what I'm observing, allowing me to further assess these changes and their associated impacts. Once again, the Judd Fellowship granted me a wonderful opportunity and has certainly helped me to improve the strength of my research. The Judd Fellowship provides a valuable opportunity for master's students to pursue a global application of their area of expertise and to expand their focuses. The master's project is short, and being granted an opportunity to add global relevance for me has been invaluable. I would like to close by sharing some insights I have gained. When I think about the challenges inherent in modern development and complicating factors such as climate change, it seems overwhelming. There could be an argument made for the uniqueness of any point in time's past, but if you consider decade to decade and the differences between each point in time, the argument can be made that today is the most unique point in human history. Considering the rates of change of everything new technology, changes in sociology, environmental change, and environmental challenges, there is certainly a strong case for the unique nature of today. Participating in this fellowship reinforced my understanding of humanity's ability to adapt to change by learning how to use a useful tool, which helps to understand change, and by being exposed to the actions that Scotland, the United Kingdom, and the countries of the individuals in the environmental modeling group are taking to address global challenge. I'm dedicated to making sense of what is unique about today in order to make sensible decisions for tomorrow, and the Judd Fellowship helps strengthen this dedication. I can say from my experience that the Judd program has made a positive contribution to my work, and I am grateful for the opportunity. So once again, I would like to thank the Judd Fellowship program for granting me this opportunity, and I would like to thank everyone here for their support for contributing to the Judd program.